All right, so today we're going deep on reversing diabetes naturally.
That's good.
We've got a stack of research here,
Yeah.
medical articles, dietary guides, some really cutting-edge stuff,
Okay.
and we're going to break it all down for you.
Awesome.
Uncover what causes diabetes,
Okay.
how those daily choices add up,
Yeah.
and which foods can be your secret weapons.
I love it.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
So first things first,
Yep.
let's get to the root of what causes type 2 diabetes.
Sure.
It's not just about genetics, right?
Right. It's more like a two-sided coin, Genetics is one side,
Yeah.
lifestyle choices on the other.
Okay.
They both play a role.
Like nature and nurture working together.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But even if we can't change our genes,
Right.
we can definitely take control of our lifestyle.
Absolutely. And that's where things get interesting.
That's where it gets exciting.
The research shows that even if you're predisposed to diabetes,
Genetically.
yeah, genetically making positive lifestyle changes can significantly reduce your risk
Wow.
and in some cases even reverse the condition.
That's incredible.
It's pretty powerful.
So let's unpack those lifestyle factors.
Okay.
The research dives into the usual suspects,
Yeah.
diet and inactivity.
Uh-huh.
What's the connection there?
Well, think of it this way.
Okay.
When we eat a lot of highly processed foods, sugary drinks, unhealthy fats, high glycemic index foods, they call them,
Okay.
we're essentially flooding our system with glucose.
Yeah.
And over time, this can lead to insulin resistance.
Insulin resistance. That
Yes.
sounds a little technical.
It is, but it's key to understand.
Yeah.
Insulin is like a key that unlocks our cells
Uh-huh.
to let glucose in for energy.
Okay.
But when we constantly overload our system with glucose, our cells start to become resistant to insulin. It's like the lock gets rusty
Right.
and the key doesn't work as well.
So glucose can't get into the cells as easily.
Exactly.
Oh.
And that leads to high blood sugar levels.
Gotcha.
Now add inactivity to the mix.
Oh, boy.
Things get even more complicated.
Yeah.
When we don't use our muscles regularly, they become less efficient at absorbing glucose.
So it's like a double whammy.
Yeah.
We're flooding our system with glucose.
Yeah,
And our muscles aren't there to help use it up.
exactly. And that's why poor diet, inactivity, obesity, all that increases the risk of type 2 diabetes.
Makes sense.
But there's more to the story than just these obvious culprits.
That's where it gets really interesting.
Great.
The research points to some sneakier factors behind diabetes.
Okay.
Things like age,
Mm-hmm.
stress levels,
Yeah,
even sleep disorders.
you got it.
Wow.
As we age, our bodies naturally become more resistant to insulin.
Okay, so that's something we can't really control.
Right.
But what about stress?
Well,
How does that fit in?
chronic stress is a major player in blood sugar regulation.
Okay.
When we're stressed, our bodies release hormones like cortisol. Mm-hmm.
And cortisol can directly increase blood sugar levels.
Oh, wow.
It's like our body's ancient fight-or-flight response,
Makes sense.
preparing for a perceived threat.
So even if we're eating healthy
Right.
and exercising, stress can still sabotage our efforts.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And to make matters worse,
Oh.
stress often leads to poor sleep,
Yeah, true.
which brings us to another surprising factor.
Okay, sleep.
Yeah.
I've heard that sleep is crucial
It is.
for overall health. But I didn't realize it was directly linked to blood sugar.
Yeah, the research is clear.
Okay.
Chronic sleep deprivation can significantly impair insulin sensitivity. It disrupts our hormone balance
Oh, wow.
and makes our cells less responsive to insulin.
So even if we're not scarfing down donuts,
Right.
skimping on sleep can still mess with our blood sugar.
It absolutely can.
That's crazy.
It's fascinating how all these seemingly unrelated factors,
Yeah.
age, stress, sleep,
Right.
are all interconnected.
Yeah. And contribute to type 2.
It's like a domino effect.
Exactly.
One unhealthy habit can trigger a whole chain reaction.
That's a good way to put it.
But this understanding is key
Yeah.
because it shows us where we can make changes.
Exactly.
Okay, so what does this all mean for someone who wants to take control of their diabetes
Right.
or prevent it altogether?
Right.
What can they actually do?
Well, the great news is
Okay.
that medication isn't the only answer.
Okay.
Lifestyle changes can be incredibly powerful.
So it's about turning those everyday habits into medicine.
I like that.
I like that too.
Yeah.
So what are some of the key strategies that the research recommends?
The sources highlight 5 core strategies.
Okay.
First, regular exercise,
Okay.
particularly a mix of cardio and strength training,
Gotcha.
can improve insulin sensitivity and help your muscles use glucose more effectively.
So getting those muscles moving is a top priority.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Next, we have maintaining a healthy weight. Even a small amount of weight loss,
Like how much are we talking?
say 5 to 10%,
Okay.
can significantly improve insulin sensitivity.
That's encouraging to hear.
It is.
Small changes can make a big difference.
Exactly.
Okay, what else?
Then, of course, we have stress management.
Of course.
Techniques like mindfulness yoga or even just spending time in nature can do wonders for reducing stress and improving blood sugar control.
So it's about finding what works for you?
Precisely.
Not everyone needs to become a yoga master.
Right.
Okay.
And we can't forget the importance of sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep
Wow, okay.
is crucial for hormone balance and blood sugar regulation.
Okay, noted.
And finally, staying hydrated,
Oh, yeah. Water.
drinking plenty of water,
Okay.
helps flush out excess sugar and keeps those blood sugar levels in check.
So it's really a holistic approach,
It is.
addressing all these different aspects of our lives.
It's about empowering you to take control of your health.
I love that.
As we move into the next segment,
Okay.
we'll dive into the exciting world of food as medicine,
All right.
exploring specific foods that can help reverse diabetes naturally.
I'm ready.
Get ready to transform your grocery list.
Yes, I am excited about that.
All right.
Awesome. All right, let's talk food.
Okay.
We're diving into how specific foods can become your allies in reversing diabetes.
I like that.
It's not about deprivation, right?
No, not at all.
It's about adding in good things
Yeah.
to your plate.
Exactly.
Foods that actually work with your body to regulate blood sugar.
That's the goal.
The research frames it as adding allies to your plate.
I love that.
I love that too. So let's break down these food categories.
Okay.
Get into the specifics.
Sounds good.
Where do we start?
Let's talk about whole grains.
Okay. Whole grains.
Unlike refined grains,
Uh-huh.
whole grains are packed with fiber
Okay.
and they have a lower glycemic index.
Okay, back up for a sec.
Sure.
What exactly is the glycemic index?
It's a measure of how quickly a food raises your blood sugar.
Okay.
So low glycemic index means the food releases glucose slowly and steadily,
Gotcha.
prevents those drastic blood sugar spikes.
So whole grains help us avoid those energy crashes too.
Yes, precisely.
Okay.
And think beyond just brown rice.
Okay.
Quinoa oats, barley, whole wheat bread,
Mm-hmm.
all excellent choices.
Okay, so whole grains are in.
Yes.
What about vegetables?
Leafy greens are superstars
Okay.
when it comes to diabetes management.
Spinach, kale, all off.
Spinach, kale, collard greens.
Okay.
They're low in calories, low in carbs,
Uh-huh.
but loaded with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants.
I'm picturing a giant spinach salad right now.
There you go.
But what makes leafy greens so powerful for
Uh-huh.
blood sugar specifically?
Spinach, for example,
Yeah.
is a good source of nitrates.
Nitrates.
And research shows that nitrates can actually improve insulin sensitivity,
Wow.
helping your cells use glucose more efficiently.
So it's not just about the vitamins and minerals.
Right.
There are specific compounds in these veggies that are working
Sure.
on a deeper level.
It's pretty amazing.
And don't forget about other non-starchy vegetables.
Yes.
Like broccoli, cauliflower, bell peppers,
Oh, good.
zucchini,
Yep.
tomatoes.
Excellent choices
Okay.
for a low-carb, high-fiber diet.
Gotcha.
Supports healthy blood sugar.
Okay, on to legumes.
Okay.
Beans, lentils, chickpeas.
Yeah.
I know they're good for us,
They are.
but why are they blood sugar superstars?
Well, legumes are a triple threat,
Okay.
packed with protein, fiber, and complex carbohydrates.
Wow.
This combination helps stabilize blood sugar levels
Okay.
and prevents those rapid spikes after meals.
So steady energy and feeling full longer.
Exactly.
That's a win-win.
It is.
All right, what about fruit?
Okay.
Is all fruit off limits?
Not at all.
Okay.
Berries in particular are fantastic.
Okay, but berries are sweet.
Yeah.
Isn't that a problem
Well-
for blood sugar?
Yes, they're
Okay.
sweet, but their natural sugars are balanced out by high fiber content. And a relatively low glycemic index.
All right, Jim.
Plus, berries are packed with antioxidants,
Mm-hmm.
especially compounds called anthocyanins,
Okay.
which studies have shown can improve insulin sensitivity.
So blueberries, strawberries, raspberries.
All good.
They're all good to go.
Yep.
What about nuts and seeds?
Another great choice.
Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds,
Mm-hmm.
flax seeds.
All of them.
So many good options.
They are.
Okay, this next one surprised me
Okay.
when I was going through the research.
What's that?
Avocados?
Avocados are a true superfood
Right.
for diabetes management.
Okay.
They're rich in monounsaturated fats,
Mm-hmm.
which have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity
Okay.
and even reduce the risk of developing type 2.
So guacamole is back on the menu.
In moderation, absolutely.
Okay.
Everything in balance, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, two more interesting allies from the research.
Okay.
Cinnamon and garlic.
Oh, yeah.
I use them in cooking, but I never knew they had blood sugar balancing benefits.
Yeah, cinnamon is fascinating.
Okay.
It actually enhances your body's ability to use insulin effectively,
Wow.
leading to improved blood sugar control.
So how do we incorporate more cinnamon?
Well,
Just sprinkle it on everything.
you can add it to smoothies.
Okay.
Sprinkle it on oatmeal, even add it to savory dishes.
Now that's a fun way to get a blood sugar lowering boost.
It is.
What about garlic?
Garlic has potent anti-inflammatory properties,
Mm-hmm.
which can be helpful for overall health.
Of course.
Research has shown that it may improve insulin sensitivity
Okay.
and help lower blood sugar levels.
So adding garlic to our meals could be a simple way
It could.
to support healthy blood sugar.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Okay.
Okay, last one.
All right.
And I have to admit, this one surprised me the most.
Okay. What is it?
Apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar
I know.
has been shown to have some interesting effects on blood sugar.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So we're talking about the kind you use in salad dressings.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
A tablespoon or two diluted in water
Okay.
before a meal seems to be the most effective way.
So it's all about incorporating these foods into our diets.
Yes.
Consistently, right?
That's the key.
It doesn't have to be an all-or-nothing approach.
It doesn't.
Even small changes like adding berries to your breakfast or swapping white rice for quinoa
Yeah,
can make a big difference over time.
absolutely.
It's about making sustainable changes,
It is.
building healthy habits that stick.
Yeah, I think that's a great question for our listeners to ponder.
Oh, what's that?
What stands out to you from this list of food allies?
Ooh.
Which ones are you excited to try?
I like that. As we head into our final segment,
Okay.
we'll tie everything together and give you some final food for thought.
All right. Sounds good.
No pun intended.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive into reversing diabetes naturally. We started with understanding the causes, both the obvious and those sneaky culprits we don't always think about. Then we explored how powerful lifestyle changes can be.
Yeah. It's really about recognizing that we have more control over our health than we sometimes realize, and that even small changes made consistently can have a big impact.
Absolutely. And speaking of small changes, we just explored a whole arsenal of foods that can become true allies in managing blood sugar and potentially even reversing diabetes.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up, let's recap those key takeaways.
All right, so first and foremost, while genetics play a role, our everyday choices have a huge influence on our risk of developing type 2 diabetes.
And those choices go way beyond just what we eat. It's also about how we manage stress, how well we sleep, even how much water we drink. It's all connected.
It is. It's this intricate web of interconnected factors that contribute to our overall metabolic health.
But here's the good news. By understanding these connections, we can start making targeted changes. Adding in those food allies we talked about, moving our bodies regularly, finding healthy ways to manage stress, prioritizing sleep. These are all things within our control.
It's about shifting our mindset from feeling like we're victims of our genes or our circumstances to recognizing the power we have to take charge of our health.
And the research really backs this up. There's growing evidence that even if you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, making these lifestyle changes can lead to significant improvements in blood sugar control and overall health.
It's never too late to make positive changes.
I love that. So as we leave you with some final food for thought, and yes, I'm doing it again, let's consider that crucial link between stress and blood sugar.
I think this is a great place to end because it highlights the importance of self-care. So I'd like to leave our listeners with this question. What small step can you take today to manage stress more effectively?
It could be 5 minutes of deep breathing, a walk outside, listening to your favorite music, or simply saying no to one extra commitment. It's about finding those little pockets of calm in your day and prioritizing your well-being.
Because when you take care of yourself, you're better equipped to take care of everything else in your life.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Remember, knowledge is power. We hope this deep dive has equipped you with the information and inspiration you need to take charge of your health journey. Thanks for joining us.